Okay, students. We have done your algebra ka one chapter, that is linear equation in two variable, and geometry ka one chapter, that is similarity. Now I'm starting with the third chapter, that is back to algebra. We are doing with the second chapter, that is called as quadratic equation. That is just a quadratic equation. We have done in algebra first chapter, that is linear equation in two variables. That was linear equation in two variables. Now let's go for the quadratic equation. What is called quadratic equation? I have written the definition on the board. First we'll go through the definition. What is the quadratic equation? How we studied about the linear equation in two variables, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. That is what we have studied in that linear equation in two variables. Now we are going to study the quadratic equation. Now what is quadratic equation is? The equation involving one variable. There it was. What was that over there? Linear equation in two variable was there. Here there is quadratic equation involved one variable. The equation is having one variable having maximum index of the variable is 2. Maximum index of the variable is 2. Remember that today. One variable and the maximum index is 2 is called as a quadratic equation. This is, remember again, I'll repeat again one more time. The equation involving one variable and having maximum index of the variable is 2 is called as quadratic equation. Now what I'm going to tell you today, that quadratic equation, I'll write one example about it and then I'll show you what is that thing. Now here normally you can see this over I can write over here x square plus 5x plus 8 is equals to 0. Can you see this over there? Now here in this case, equation involving one variable. So if you can see this over there, which variable is there? X. Which variable is there? X. And it is having a one variable. Having the maximum index of the variable is 2. That means here everybody knows that x raised to 0, x raised to 1, there is no there, and x raised to 2. Can you see this? This is your maximum index is nothing but of the variable is 2. It has to be variable 2. That is what they told. One variable and maximum index 2. So this is an quadratic equation. Okay. Now here again, if one more example, I'll write it over here. Is nothing but, suppose if I write over here 7x square plus 4x plus 9 is equals to 0. Can you see this over there? Here again you will be having what over there? One variable. And the maximum index of that variable is what? 2. So this is also a quadratic equation. This is also a quadratic equation. Understood over there? So this is what the practice set ka 1.2.1 ka first question they told to write any two quadratic equation. I wrote it over here. So that I can explain you also, and I wrote it also. Any two. On your own you can write it over there. That is what is the x square plus 5x plus 8, 7x square plus 4x plus 9. So you understood about it over there. It has to be a one variable and it has to be, the maximum index must be 2 of that variable. No more than that. As I further go through today, you will understand much better in that today. Now you come to know about it. Now next part is we are going to study about that called as the standard form. What is called a standard form of quadratic equation? Now standard form of quadratic equation is nothing but, I can write this is what here is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. You have written standard form of linear equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So same way here quadratic equation ka standard form is what? ax square square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now where a, b and c are real numbers, I'll just compare this. Can you see this over there? I'll tell you that over there a, b and c are real numbers. Remember that. Everybody knows what is real numbers. Real numbers. And one important part is what over there, that a must not be 0. A is not equal to 0. It has not to be equal to be 0. Now here if I compare this standard form of quadratic equation with this over here, first equation what I have written over here for the example. If you check it out, that is ax square. That means here there is no number, means what? A is 1. And here plus bx. B stand for 5. And c stand for what? You can see that 8. Can you see that over there? If you check this again, the second equation, if you compare it over there, if you check this out over there, where a is involved, that is your 7. Can you see that over there? B is what here, in this case B, you will be having over here, B is nothing but 4 and C is 9. So can you compare that ax square plus bx plus c? So A is 7, B is 4 and C is 9. So everybody, you got it over there? that what is a quadratic equation and what is a standard form of quadratic equation. So now you got an idea about the quadratic equations, what should be, okay? And then we'll start with the practice set 2.1 with that second question. Okay students, let's start with the further that decide. Now you will understand much better what I taught you before it was there. That decide which we are doing that practice set 2.1 ka second question. And this is your second question. First question is already I have written over the thing. Write any two quadratic equation on your own, so that we have already did the example over there. I'll show you that. Second one, decide which of the following which of the following are quadratic equation. Because there are certain equations have been given, you have to check what is that today, that the quadratic, that equation is a quadratic equation or not. I told you that today. Very simple one. Only thing is what you have to check that today, that the equation is having one variable and the maximum index must be 2. So if I first example see that x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now can you see that x is the only variable? Yes. With the highest index is 2. Can you see that today? So therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation. That's so simple about that. You just have to take that which is height is having one variable and the index is maximum index is 2. So it is the condition, both the conditions are being satisfied in this equation. And if you are able to see that today, x is the only variable and the maximum index is 2. Now let's go for the second question. Now second question, if you check it, that y square is equal to 5y minus 10. It is not in the standard form. First what I'll try to do today, I'll get it into the standard form and then we'll check it out over there. So here can I write it over here y square and that is minus 5y, because if you check this out, 5y is on the right hand side, it will come to the left hand side, it will become what? Minus 5y. And then after that you will be having over here this 10 is also which is on the right hand side of the equal to, it will go that is minus 10, it will come this side, it will become what? Plus 10, and that equals to 0. Now can you see this over there? I got in the form, in the standard form over there. Now here if you check this out over there, which is the variable? There is one variable is there? Yes. You can see that over there, and it's nothing but you have over here, in this case y variable is there. And the maximum index, can you see that the highest index is what? 2. Y square is having 2. Can you see that over there? So therefore, what you have to write over here, y is the same what you have written over here. Y is the only variable. Y is the only variable with highest index 2, and therefore we can write it over here, the given equation is a quadratic equation. So I have to write it over here, the given equation is a quadratic equation, is a quadratic. Yes, so y is the only variable with highest index 2 and the given equation is a quadratic equation. Now let's go to the question number 3. Now what is the question number 3? If you check this out over there, the question number 3 is your y square plus 1 upon y, y square plus 1 upon y, 1 upon y is equals to, we will be having is equals to 2. Yes. We have the second equation, third equation over there, y square plus 1 upon y, y is equals to 2. Now here what I will try to do here is, first of all, I will do one thing over there, that I will try to get it into the standard form. How we did it over here? It is not in the form of standard form. Do you remember which standard form? It has to be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So I will try to get it into the standard form. So when I try to get it into the standard form, you will be getting this quadratic equation. Now you have, let's start with this over there. What I'll try to do here, how to get it over there, which is the denominator is it. So I'll be multiplying throughout by y. So this y square I'll be multiplying by y, plus 1 upon y I'll be multiplying by y is equals to 2 into y. Can you see this? 2 into y. So I'll be getting over here, in this case y square into y, I'll be getting what? Y cube, plus y will get cancelled, you'll be getting 1, is equals to 2y. You will be getting over there 2y. But still it is in the standard form? No. What I have to do to here in this case is, can I write it y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equals to 0. Y cube is equals to y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now here if I do is that here what I told you that the two condition, there must be one variable and the highest index must be 2. Now here there is a y is the only variable, but what about the highest index? Highest index is here, you can see that with the 3. What is that? It is not 2, it is 3. So if it is 3, so what has to be done with it? It is not a quadratic equation. The given equation is not a quadratic equation. So you have to write it that way. So here what you have to write it over here is nothing but x is the only, sorry, here there is no x, here there is y. So I have to write it over here, y is the only variable, with, you will be having over here with highest index is 3. Can you see that the highest index is 3? Therefore, the condition is not satisfying over there. So we have to write over here the given, what is that over there? Given equation is not a quadratic equation. Is not a quadratic equation. And this is the given equation is not a quadratic equation. And this is what I showed you, that question number 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So then further we'll carry on. Okay students, now let's go to the question number 4. Now what is the question number 4 over here? Again you can see that it is not in the standard form. We have to check it in the quadratic equation. First I will try to get it into the standard form. After getting the standard form, then we will check it out whether it is a quadratic equation or not quadratic equation. Again what we have done it over here, we have to multiply this by, because there is a denominator, there is a x, so I have to multiply this x into x, 1 upon x into x and 2 into x. Everywhere both the side you have to, all throughout you have to multiply by x. Why? Because you want to get rid of this x from the denominator. So when you multiply x into x, you will be getting what? X square plus x will get cancelled. You will be getting what? 1 is equals to 2x. Now I will try to get it into the standard form. X square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Can you see that plus 2x comes this side is minus 2x? And can you see here, over here, there is one variable. And it is a one variable, and then what is that over there? The highest index is 2. So I have to write it over there, the same thing over there. Which variable is there? X is the only variable. Here you have to write it over here. X is the only variable. X is the only variable. Here I have written over the only variable with highest index is, what is that over there? With highest index is 2. Can I write over here? With highest index is 2. Therefore, can I write therefore? The given equation is a quadratic equation. Therefore, the given equation is a quadratic equation. That's how we finish with the question number 4. Now let's go to the question number 5. What is that today? It is the question number 5. If you check the question number 5 here, m plus 2 and m plus 2 and m minus 5. You have over here in this case is m plus 2 in one bracket and m minus 5 in another bracket is equals to 0. Now here also, if you check this out the question carefully, that we have to get it into the standard form. That is, here in this case is m plus 2 and m minus 5 is equal to 0. Now how to get it into the standard form? Let's see about it. I have to first open up this bracket. Now how to open up this bracket over here? In this case, we have done this in your 9th standard. M will go and multiply with m minus 5. This m will go and multiply with this whole bracket. and this again, this plus 2 will go and multiply with this whole bracket, that is your m minus 5, is that correct, is equals to 0, is equals to 0. Now what has to be done over there, this m will go and multiply with m will go and multiply with 5, so therefore you will be getting what, m square minus 5m plus, here also m will go and multiply with m will go and multiply with 5, so you will be getting what, 2m, this is what you will be getting over here, 2m minus, plus into minus is minus, minus 10 is equals to 0. So now here if you can see this, these are the like terms over there, minus 5 and minus 2. That is one number minus, one number plus. Everybody knows that. We have to subtract it and write the sign of bigger number. So what it will be coming over here? Therefore it will be what? M square minus 3m. If you check this out over there, it will be minus 3m. Why it is minus 3m? Because 5 minus 2 is what? 3, but you have to write the sign of bigger number. Minus 10 is equal to 0. Now you can, now I got it into the standard form, this is equation, and then you can see this, which is, there is m is the only variable, and the highest power is what it comes over here is nothing but you'll be getting over here, highest power is 2. So I have to, therefore again I have to write it over here. In this case is m is the only variable, m is the only variable with highest index is 2. Okay, therefore can I write the given equation is a quadratic equation. The given equation is a quadratic equation, and that is how we finish question number 5th. Now we have to go to the question number 6. Now question number 6 of this second question, question number 6. If you check this out, it's also a very simple one. This is what over here. In this case, you have a question coming up is m cube plus 3m square minus 2, and that is equal to 3m cube. Can you see that within 3m cube? So again, what I'll try to do here is I'll try to get it into the standard form. Now how to get it into the standard form? You have your m cube and you have your m cube which is on the right hand side and a like term. So you have to get it together over here. So minus m cube, because that is on the right hand side, so I took it into the left hand side. And here plus 3m square minus 2 is equals to 0. Now can you see this is a like term coming up? So if it is a like term, so here it will be getting subtracted, m cube minus this is what, 2m cube. What will you be getting over here? 2m cube. There is no number means what, 1. 1 minus 3 is what, 2. And you have to write the sign of bigger number, and that is what is there, plus 3m square minus 2 is equals to 0. Minus 2 is equals to 0. Again, if you see that over there is only one variable. But the problem is what over here, in this case is the highest power is what, you can see that over there, it is not 2. The highest variable, highest index is what over here, in this case is 3. So it is a quadratic equation? No. We have a condition what? Variable must be 1 and the highest index must be 2. Not more than 2. That is okay. So, but here you can see this highest index of that variable is 3. So it is not a quadratic equation. So you have to write it over here. M is the only variable with highest index is 3. Therefore, the given quadratic equation, the given quadratic equation is not a quadratic equation. Not a quadratic equation. So student, you must have understood that how to recognize a quadratic equation and how to which is a quadratic equation and which is not a quadratic equation. You must have completely got clear with this topic. So how it is very simple to recognize it is a quadratic equation or it is not a quadratic equation. Okay, fine. Okay students, now let's go to the question number 3rd of practice set 2.1 ka. Write the following quadratic equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Everybody knows this. I just showed you that this is called as standard form of writing the equation ax square plus bx plus c, and write the value of a, b and c for each equation. So very simple, very easy. So your first question, if you check this out, okay, 2y is equals to 10 minus y square. It is not in the standard form. So what I did over there is it has to be first what x square. So that is what over here y square. That is over here. So write it on the right hand side. So minus y square I brought it to the left hand side, will become plus y square. 2y which is there on the left hand side will remain on the left hand side. And then you have a 10. Can you see that over there? 10. It is that is a 10 over there. Minus plus, that is no sign means here plus sign. So it is on the right hand side, it will come to the left hand side. You will be getting that minus 10 and that's equals to what? 0. Now if you check this out, compare this with this over here, it is like that ax square plus bx plus c. You see this ax square plus bx plus c. So if you comparing this to the standard form, what is that a stand for? You will be having what? 1. Okay, you have a is 1, b is 2 and c is what? Minus 10. Can you see that a is what? 1 and b is what? 2 and c is that. I got it into the standard form and then I compared this with the standard form and then I got the value of a, b and c, and this is how it is. So simple it is there. And then you have to write a final answer, and what is the final answer to be written? The required equation is y square plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0 and a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2 and c is equal to minus 10, and that is how you have to do it. Very simple. Now let's go to the question number 2nd. If you go to the question number 2nd, this question number 1 was very simple form, but if you see the question number 2nd, it is x minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. Now here if you check this out over there, that this equation have to first get it into the standard form. Now to get it into the standard form, you will able to see that x minus 1 the whole square. It is like that a minus b the whole square. You have studied this formula. Do you remember this? I'm writing this formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Yes. So I will open this bracket in the form of ax square plus bx plus a minus b the whole square. Now what is a minus b the whole square? If you check this out over there, a minus b the whole square, here in the place of a you have what? X, and in the place of b you have what? 1. So what will come over here in this case is a square. A square means what? X square minus 2 into, it is a is what? X into b, that is what? 1 plus b square. Plus b square means what? 1 square. Everybody got this over there? This is how I open up the bracket. If you check this out, bracket how I open up, very simple part over there. It is same like what I did the formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A square means what? You have x square minus 2ab, 2 into x into 1 plus b square. B square means what? 1 square. Okay, and then I'm writing what over here? 2x plus 3, which is my right hand side. Okay. Now everybody understood, this will be your x square, therefore it will be a x square minus 2x, 2 into x into 1 will be 2x plus 1 square is what? 1 is equals to 2x plus 3. Yes. Now I have opened up the bracket. Now I have to get it to the standard form. To get it into the standard form, first you must check the like term. Now which is the like term? Here in this case, if you have your x square is there, any other x square is there? No. There is what we have 2x. Any other x is there? Yes, which is on the right hand side. That is other 2x is there, which are right hand side, and there is a plus sign. So you bring it to the left hand side, it will become what? Minus sign. So it will be what? Minus 2x 1, and then after that 1. Again there is a like term for 1 is what? 3, which is on the right hand side. It will come to the left hand side. It will become what? Minus 3, and that's equals to 0. So here in this case is x square, and these are the like terms. So minus 2x and minus 2x will become what? Minus 4x. And you will be having what? 1 minus 3 will be what? Minus 2. We have one number plus one number minus. You have to subtract it and write the sign of bigger number. And this is how you have to write it equal to 0. So this is how I get it into the standard form. Now I have to comparing with the standard form. Okay. So that is what you have to write it over here, comparing with the standard form. So I have to write it. Then let's compare it over there. Here A is what will be in this case will be is equals to 1. B will be equals to minus 4 and C will be equal to your minus 2. So can you see this over there? A is what over here 1, B is what minus 4 and C is what minus 2. And then you have to write it what again the final answer. What is that over there? The required equation is what is the equation over here? We got it over here is x square minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. And A is equals to, what is that over there? A is equals to 1, comma, B is equals to minus 4, comma, C is equals to, you will be getting over here minus 2. And that is how we finish with the question number 2. Okay students, now let's go to the question number 3. I've already done that. Fatafat, I'll explain you that today. It's now you'll know how to do today. X square plus 5x is equals to minus bracket on 3 minus 1. It's very simple to get it into the standard form. What I have to do to here, this is everything will remain as it is. Only thing is minus sign will go and multiply with the number present in the bracket. Your 3 is having plus sign, minus into plus is minus 3, minus into minus is plus 3, plus x. Can you see that? Now it is open. I have to get it into the standard form. For that you have to take it in the like term. X square, there is no other x square, 5x is there. But here you have a like term of 5x is what x, which is on the right hand side will come to the left hand side. So you will be getting over here is minus x, 5x minus x, and minus 3 will come to the this over there, it will become plus 3. So everything is finished over there. 3 doesn't have any other partner coming up over here. X square 5x minus 1x is you will be getting what 4x, and this is your 3. And this is how I got it into the standard form. And I have to compare this with ax square plus bx plus c. A is what 1, b is what 4, c is what 3. You got it over here. Therefore the required equation is x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0, and a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 3. And that is what we finish with the question number 3. Now let's go to the question number 4. Now this here you can see that 3m square is equal to 2m square minus 9. So this 3m square, and you can see this over there, this 2m square, which is the like term, which is on the right hand side, will bring it to the left hand side. So you will be getting what 2m square, 3m square minus 2m square. 9, only this 9 which is on the right hand side, this is minus 9 will come this side, will become plus 9. Now this is the like term, 3m square minus 2m square is m square plus 9 is equal to 0. Now you can see this sum in this students over there, that m square plus m, something is missing, barabar. So if it is that missing part, you can write it as 0m. It is like that. You have over here ax square plus bx plus c. This is your ax square. But where is the bx? Bx is not there in this equation. Can you see bx is not there? So you have to take it as the 0m plus 9 is equal to 0. So I have to compare it what? A is equals to what? 1, b is equal to what? 0, and c is equals to 9. And therefore the required equation is, here I have to write it, the required equation will be getting over here is nothing but your m square plus 0m plus 9 is equal to 0, and a is equals to what 1, and b is equal to 0, and c is equals to 9. So this is how we finish with the question number 4. Okay. Okay student, now let's go to the 5th and 6th question, and this question will get over. Now p bracket on 3 plus 6p is equal to 5. What you have to do here? You have to open up this bracket by multiplying this p with this 3. P into 3 is 3p. Again you have to multiply this 3 p with your 6p. So p into 6p is what? 6p square is equals to 5. Get it into the standard form. So what will come first? 6p square will come first, then 3p, and 5 which is on the right hand side will come to the left hand side. It will become what? Minus 5, and that is equal to 0. And therefore you will be getting that, compare that a is equal to 6, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to minus 5. Therefore the required equation is 6p square plus 3p, 6p square plus 3p minus 5 is equal to 0. 6p square plus 3p minus 5 is equal to 0. Here a is equal to 6, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to 5. And this is very simple sum, very easy sum. For 1 mark it will come for board over there. Next question, question number 6. We have done one same like that sum over there. Your x square minus 9 is equal to 13. X square minus 9 and minus 13. So if you check this out over there, these are the like term. So x square minus 9 minus 9. Minus 9 and minus 13. Both the numbers are minus minus. When both the numbers are minus minus, you have to add it up. You know that minus 9 and minus 13 will be what? Minus 22. And then what you have to do here, if you see this, so there's something is missing over here. So that what you wrote it over here, x square plus 0x. Can you see that 0x is missing and minus 2x? Because you have to compare with this ax square plus bx plus c, ax square plus bx plus c. So a is equals to what? 1, no number means what? 1, 0, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 22. Therefore the required equation is x square plus 0x minus 22 is equal to 0. And this is how we finish your question number 6 over there. Okay.